Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Brooklyn Bulls. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On play action, Lance. It's caught, Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And Lance going to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Murray now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
After the sack on first down, Murray into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he's got room. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The 49ers. Here we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Murray now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Murray sets to throw on 4th, escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there. So they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And all the way in from a touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Bulls are back within a score.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw again on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, he fakes a spike. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Wilson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a play fake. Lance
sliding out of the pocket. Taking a shot for Samuel. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Now Lance.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Able to get this one to McBride.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Murray going to throw. And this one is incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on fourth down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Wilson.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Lance. Out to his left. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
A give. This is Wilson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 156 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this down to the 33. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Here's Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 211 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Murray. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll send Brown in motion right. From the gun on third down, Murray. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Troy Apke. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the 49ers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah. Sound like some superhero. black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call, that'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live, and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politics with the kings about economic growth. Cure PTSD cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every